everyone, my name is Hamad Qadwai and this is my science project for the DAS Science Fair 2021. My project is Should schools in Saudi Arabia change their timings? In this video, we'll be going over four main things. We'll start with a brief introduction to the project and then move on to the background research that I conducted heading into the project. Then we'll look at the research I did myself and the plan and procedure I followed. And then finally, we'll look at the data I collected from my own research and analyze it to draw a conclusion. So what inspired me to do this project was my own personal experiences, because I felt that the timings were off of school days in Saudi Arabia, and I felt that they were dropping my productivity. Through this research, I hope to put my thoughts through a scientific lens and really verify them and see how they are in the scientific realm. Over here we have a quote from Albert Einstein that says, "Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new." This is the mentality I had heading into this project, which is I feel it is okay to make mistakes and be wrong because I'm trying something new. So typically in Saudi Arabia, school days start around 7 a.m. and last anywhere from 1 to 3 p.m. My hypothesis for this project is that if schools in Saudi Arabia start at a later time and don't last for too long each day, then students will become more productive. And this creates the research question, which was, should schools in Saudi Arabia change their timings? So the main points I had to research, my background research, were productivity and whether school timings are maximizing it or not, mental health and the toll that school timings take on mental health, as well as improvements and what changes can be made to improve the timings to improve productivity and improve mental health, assuming that they are having a toll taken on them. So these were the results of my research. It showed that about 73% of high school students were sleep deprived. It also showed that 30% of high school students faced stress, and 23% faced anxiety, and about 13% faced depression. And the citations for these research are at the bottom of the slides. My research further showed that graduation rates drop to these mental health due to these mental health disorders, and that also 1 in 5 children have a diagnosable mental, emotional, behavioral disorder, and that 1 in 10 children have an impairing mental health challenge. So what's causing all of this? Well, there's 3 key factors. The first is a lack of sleep, the second is lengthy school hours, and third is excessive homework. And the first 2 concern my project. So over here we have a problem. School timings are causing a variety of mental health issues that are lowering productivity and they're overall harmful. So what can we do? We need to make a solution. What should our solution be? Logically, it should be to change the timings of school days so that these issues are avoided. So what do the students think of this? What is their view on all of this? And that is what my own research and procedure was. It followed 4 steps. It was first I created a survey for high school students, and in that survey I made sure to ask the right questions that would help me come up with a proper solution. Then I analyzed the data from that responses, and I formulated a solution and conclusion based on the data. So when creating the survey, there were 4 things I kept in mind. The first was I didn't make it alone, I made it with a partner. The second was that I had to decide which platform to do it on. There's different platforms to make surveys on. Ultimately, I decided to make it on Google Forms because I found it to be the most convenient for me and for whoever is filling out the form, and also it allowed me to work with my partner better. I made sure to have a simple, appealing design so people would actually fill out the survey when they see it and not just ignore it. And then to get as many responses as possible, I spread it and shared it on social media. Now, the features of a good survey are that they have a good, simple, minimalistic, appealing design, a trendy topic that people will be ready to share, and that they're accessible in both Arabic and English, which our survey did. Now, there's a number of results that our survey showed, but the ones that matter are the ones in the middle column, which is that 34.9% of students think that schools should start at 9 a.m. and 47.7% of students feel school days should last 6 hours. And it should be kept in mind that this survey generated over 1,300 results, so this is a very credible sample size. So because it's a credible sample size, we can draw a logical conclusion from it, which is that schools should in fact start at a later time and have short days, because the research that we conducted has proven that the current timings cause countless mental health issues and decrease productivity. And our research has further proven that the ideal time to start school is at 9 a.m. and school days should last 6 hours. While this could be modified and altered, the general idea of starting school later and having school days last for a shorter time still lasts. Finally, the reflections I have on this project is that I did in fact learn a lot through it. I learned a few research skills, data analysis skills, how to create a proper survey and generate a good amount of responses. As I said, over 1,300 responses. And I do not wish for this to be the end of my project. I hope to continue it further and to approach those who are in charge of school timings about this to create a change and really make good use out of this project. Thank you.